Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's video. I'm really excited to do because it's going to be different for my channel. I'm going to be doing a eye makeup tutorial here, but I'm going to be recreating a look that I have seen another YouTuber do. You guys know that I've been asking for like some different video suggestions for what you would want to see on my channel right now. A lot of people have requested tutorials, but one thing about my tutorials is that when I create a makeup look, I am typically always watching someone else on YouTube and recreating their makeup looks. I say in a lot of my videos that I don't find myself artistically creative, so when I look at a palette, a lot of times I struggle with what colors to put together, what to go with in first. I just don't know. So I create a lot of my looks based on other YouTube tutorials. So as I've been getting requested to do more tutorials on my channel, I'm thinking, but I copy other people, so what am I supposed to do? And then I thought, well, let's just do that. So today's video, I want to recreate a makeup look that I saw Babsbeauty do here on YouTube. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and when I saw her do it, I was like, I want to recreate that look too. I've talked about Babsbeauty before on my channel. She is probably the #1 YouTuber that I could recreate makeup looks with. She does a ton of tutorials on her channel, and I just find them all so beautiful. So about 1 week ago, she posted a full face affordable makeup Valentine's Day tutorial. So I'll play a little bit here from her look so you can see what she did. So I just thought it was really beautiful. She did do a full face in there, but I'm mostly just gonna focus this on the eyes. I think I'm also gonna do my highlight and my lip here on camera. But I also was really excited because she used this palette from Juvia's place. It's the Douce or the Douce palette. I've heard people pronounce it both ways. But I thought this palette was so gorgeous, and when she did that look, I was like, this makes me want this palette even more. And I actually got such a surprise when my friend Maquisha sent me this one and also the Saharan palette from Juvia's place. I've been talking about how I want more Juvia's place palettes, and she sent me 2 of them, and I was just so caught off guard and grateful and so excited. And then when I opened this one up and I saw all of its beauty, I was like, I can recreate that tutorial from Babsbeauty now. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today, and a big thank you to Maquisha for sending me these palettes. I'm so excited to play with these. I hope this palette is just so beautiful. But this is one too that I would look at it and be like, what am I supposed to do with these shades? Because they're just kind of, I don't know, their own little unique thing, like Juvia's place I feel like is known for. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, and I'm excited. I will have a Babsbeauty tutorial linked down below, of course, so you can see kind of how I followed along. And yeah, other than that, if you wanna see me recreating a makeup look, why don't we go ahead and get started? Okay, so we are nice and zoomed in. You can probably see all of the lovely dry patches on my face. It got really cold again here, which I'm super bummed about, but that's okay because it can't be winter forever, right? Jumping into the palette, which I just think is so beautiful. So the first shade that she picked up is this pink one right here. I think it's called Creme, and she just used a fluffy brush. I'm obviously going to be using my own brushes and such, but she used a fluffy brush and she put this one into her crease. Like I said, I do have most of my face makeup done, and then I do also have my eyes primed and set them with a powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and work this into my crease. But yeah, I was thinking about this video because when so many people were saying like do more tutorials and things like that, I was like, okay, you know, and I did a Throwback Thursday tutorial, which was like a super simple eye look. I did the using all the shades in a palette challenge video, and I was like, okay, but I'm thinking about actual tutorials, and I'm like, I just feel really weird because I recreate from other tutorials so much, so I would feel really weird going on YouTube and being like, I'm going to show you this look, but actually it's not my look, I copied it from someone else. But then I thought, well, maybe that could make like an interesting video and you guys can kind of see how I follow along, if I can follow along with other YouTuber tutorials. But I really like her first name is Stephanie, Babsbeauty. I really do like her tutorials because even though sometimes she does more complicated makeup looks, I still feel like I can follow along pretty easily. So like I said, I think she's the #1 YouTuber I would say that I recreate her makeup looks from. I just find her tutorials easy to follow, and I think she's beautiful. She's a Midwestern girl like me, so I just really enjoy it. But when I saw this look and then I got the palette from Laquisha, I was like, no way, this is so, oh my gosh, I've been so overwhelmed with love. I mean, in the best way. These past couple weeks, it's been so crazy. So thank you everybody who's sent something or written something in. Like, it's wildly appreciated. So next she came into this middle shade called Custard, which is kind of like a bright purple. And I'm going to take a smaller brush because this is where she kind of starts to create a halo eye effect. This is from Real Techniques and it is the Essential Crease brush. So it's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to pick that up, and she started to put this on the outer part of her eye. And then she also puts it in the inner corner as to start the halo eye. I thought of trying to do like actually inserting like her video clips so you could see them, but I have no idea how people do that. Truly, I have no idea how people get someone else's video. No clue about that. But then also, I don't know how I feel about it also, because I just again had this happen to me. This is now the third time that another YouTube channel pops up and they steal all of my videos and repost them. So I had once again reach out to YouTube to have them shut the channel down, which is so annoying. So, I mean, not that that's, you know, that's not my intention, obviously, to like straight up pirate someone, but I would rather just say, you know, I'll link her video down below and have you guys go watch it versus like watching the majority of it on my channel. I don't know. I guess that kind of made me feel weird, and then I was like, well, regardless, I don't even know how to do that. So I'll just have her video linked down below. So I'm also gonna take that shade and put it right in this inner part of my eye. It is really, really pretty. Both shades so far that I've used so far are really, really pretty. So excited to try out more Juvia's Place, and I have just been, so Laquisha sent me this one and the Saharan palette, and then Tammy actually sent me 2 eyeshadow palettes and 2 blush palettes. I have one of the blush shades on today from, I can't remember which palette it was that I used, the volume 2 palette I think it was. I used a blush out of there today. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been saying how I want more Juvia's Place. I've only tried the Masquerade Mini so far, and now I all of a sudden got 4 eyeshadow palettes and 2 blush palettes. I'm like, you guys have blown my mind with the amount of generosity and kindness as we go through kind of this like weird phase of life, this weird transition that we're on. So I just can't even say how much I appreciate it. And I was talking about it on my Snapchat last night. I was like, I feel like I'm just such a broken record, and I'm constantly like, thank you, and just like, I wish I could do something bigger, but I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do. But it's just been such a crazy time, and the support from people from all over, it really does something. It really makes you feel a certain way. And you know, I always say like, yep, there's a lot of negativity that comes along with social media and putting yourself out there, but there's also a tremendous amount of good that just cannot get looked over. Like it cannot get looked over. So okay, so then she came into this bottom shade down here, which is called Crepes, I think is how you say it. And I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm pretty sure she used the same brush as well. And she basically just did what she did with the prior shade, the Custard shade. So she's putting it on the outer part of the eye to deepen it up, and then also the inner part for the halo eyes. So since it's a deeper color, it's not too deep. It's mostly just kind of warm, but I am just going to take my time and slowly build it up. I really get these ideas of like layering on these different shades, and I don't have that mindset. So that's why I love watching tutorials, because they give me so many new ideas. I mean, you guys watched my, or if you did watch my using every shade in a palette video, like so many people were like, I would have done this and I would have done that. And I was like, yeah, I don't have that mind. I don't have that, like, this would look better here. I'm not good at that sort of stuff. So it was kind of funny reading the comments. I'm actually filming this on Sunday, so I just posted the video like 3 hours ago, but it's been funny reading the comments like, I would have done this and I would have put that there. I'm like, yep, that's why I struggle with tutorials, and that's why I watch so many other tutorials, because I just don't have that clicks in my mind at all. Picked up Chocolat here in the top row. I'm just going to use the same brush. She did switch brushes at this point, but I'm just going to keep using the same one. And she did the same thing that she's been doing, putting it on the outer part of the eye and then also the inner part of the eye and still building up the halo effect. And she did say, I kind of liked hearing her say that dark shadows intimidate her too, because dark shadows definitely intimidate me. It was kind of like refreshing to hear someone who like clearly has amazing makeup skills say that dark shadows still intimidate her. So she said to go light-handed and work it up, and then also her other tip was when working with darker shadows to keep them low on the eye. So that's why I wanted to stick with this brush, because I still feel like it's pretty small. So I'm just going to work that shade out here and then on the inner part of the eye. I think the effect that this shade is having is really, really cool with this eye look. So this next part I'm pretty nervous for because she did a cut crease with concealer, and I have only tried this one time as of recently. So I'm pretty nervous about this part, but I'm gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer because my shade is in light neutral, and it's way too dark, or it's way too light for me as a concealer. So when I tried a cut crease a couple weeks ago, this is the concealer that I chose for it. So I'm gonna do again. I'm gonna pick up the shader lid brush from Sigma in E56, and I'm just gonna take some onto the brush here and attempt it. Kind of nervous about this. So what she did is she put it in the center of her lid first, like this, I think, and then kind of moved it around a little bit. I think it was something like that, but you see I like messed up right there, so I'll have to try to figure out how to fix that. So that is what I have with the concealer. I don't know if that's right, but that's what we're gonna roll with it. And then the shades that she put on top of the concealer, she mixed these two shades right here, which are Tarte and Puffs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm using a Moda brush, Moda shader brush. She didn't mention in the video, I don't think she did, if she sprayed her brush or not, but I typically always spray my brush with a just a setting spray to make my brush damp. So I did that, and then I'm just gonna pack, whoa, those are really pretty. I'm gonna pack those right on top of the concealer. That makes a really pretty shade. Ooh. Wow. I am loving this center shade. That is so gorgeous. If you guys have any other ideas for me for tutorial style videos, I know I've seen some people recommend the palette bingo, which I've seen Lauren May Beauty, I believe it is, that she does a lot of palette bingo, so those are fun, so I put those on my list. But if you have any other tutorial style videos-ish, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like to say that I'm ever doing a tutorial, but if you have any other video suggestions like this, or if you'd like to see me recreate more makeup looks and there's somebody in particular or a video in particular you would want to see, please let me know in the comments. And then she went back in with this deeper shade up here and said that she kind of blurred the lines from the cut crease that we did. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that product, still using that same Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to kind of lightly sweep on the outer part and then also the inner part of the eye to help it look more blended. So my camera actually died as I was blending. It overheated and died, and I was so intensely focused on blending I didn't even notice. But I did put on the lashes that she used in her video as well, and they're the Morphe Hypnotic lashes. For the lower lash line, she used the dark chocolate shade and then also this warmer shade down here, and she put those on the lash line. I'm going to use the Sigma flat definer brush. It's an E15. So first I'm going to go in with that warmer shade. It looked like she used a flat definer as well. So I'm also going to pick up the darker shade and smudge that as well. Okay, and then I believe that's all that she did for the eyes. But I thought I could do the highlight too because she used the Flower Beauty highlight palette and she used the center pink shade right here, and I just picked this up. I just featured it in my latest haul. So when I saw that she used that, I was like, I kind of want to highlight with that as well. So I'm going to use that to, ooh, That is really pretty. So many people have said that they absolutely love this highlight palette, so I had to get it once it came available at Ulta, and it's a really nice pink, so it goes well with this Valentine's Day look. So I think that highlight is like way stunning, but she also came back into the palette and she used a little bit of Tarte as a highlight as well. She said it had a bit of like a duochrominess to it, so she just layered that on top of the Flower Beauty highlight. I'm gonna be glowing today. Like I said, I'm filming on Sunday, so it's Super Bowl Sunday, so hope my friends really enjoy my makeup today. This screams a Super Bowl party. I know it does. Okay, and then for her lip color, I really can't find anything that I thought was going to be exactly like the one she used. She used one from Flower Beauty, but I pulled out this one from Ciate London. It's one of their liquid velvets in BitterSweet, because this one, I feel like if I'm remembering correctly, has a bit of a grayish tone to it. She had a really deep kind of grayish color, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. I feel like her lip color was definitely darker than this one, but it's kind of the same sort of vibes-ish. And then she also did top it with a lip gloss. I don't have the lip gloss she used either, but I'm just gonna do some Buxom White Russian gloss. And after the lip color, that is going to do it. I think I did a pretty good job of recreating this makeup look. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay guys, so that is gonna do it for my video with recreating a Babs Beauty makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and seeing me recreate a look, what I do on a pretty daily basis when I come up with my makeup looks. Like I said, I will have her video linked down below. I hope that you will go check it out. You can see how I did. And if you are new to her channel, I hope that you will let her know that I'm sending you over there, because like I said, I just enjoy her tutorials so much. They're the ones that I follow along with the most. If you would want to see more videos like this in the future, please do, of course, let me know. I hope that you guys did like this one, but I thought it could be fun to do on camera here. Everything that I use will be linked in the description box down below, of course, as well. And as for the palette from Juvia's Place, I really liked that palette. That was so nice. I did get a little bit of fallout under my eyes when I was packing on the two shimmer shades to the center of my lid. But other than that, that was all I experienced for fallout. I felt like they blended really nice. I feel like they were really pigmented, so I really enjoyed that palette. I'm excited to use it more. And again, a big thank you to Maquisha for sending that to me, because I think it's gorgeous. I love how this makeup look came out. I love being able to recreate looks, because I would not have been able to think of this one on my own. It was challenging doing the cut crease with the concealer. I was a little bit scared about it, but I still really enjoyed it, and I had so much fun filming it for you guys. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video.